It's time for people to wake up. I guarantee you, man, that we take care of the guys that work with us more than most.
They might do something that we don't do.
I'm going to make sure that when you're working for me, your basic bills are paid. The dudes that are out there putting it in for you are going home happy because their bills are paid.
There's literally no one else that has all those qualities. Like that's what you stand out with.
You can't find any help and shit get stuff done when you're trying to pay people.
So long as we do our parts well, we're gonna keep it going strong forever.
But we're in the glass industry. Those are the people that matter.
Hey, what's up, Glaziers? Welcome to the next episode of Glass.GPT. Keith and I, we have Ty, and Ty is in a hotel. He may or may not be wearing pants. So with that said, today's episode is all about life in the field and installs. So Keith, I'll go ahead and let you kick it off, man. Let's see what happens.
Ty, first of all, what up? What up? This is almost looks like we got a celebrity here, like Eric Church on here. So, where are you and what the hell are you doing?
I'm in Michigan right now. We just got done having some people in Tulsa. Hardman, uh, Brandon, the Beards, Tyler. We went, jumped out of an airplane, killed some turkeys, killed some pigs. I'm actually I hate going out of town, but I'm kind of glad I'm out of town today because I'm getting some fucking sleep.
Okay. I know
Yeah,
what that's like. I go to work to relax.
yeah, exactly.
Ty, can you just give everybody a quick overview? Name of your company and what you specialize in.
Window Outfitters is the name of our install company. We do the turnkey install pricing for glass companies that hey they either a don't have the manpower to do it or don't even want to touch it or just have faith in who I am that knows that you give me the job, it's going to get done right. I'm going to make you money. I always make people money.
Okay.
How did you get into that? Like what was your can you just give us like a your origin story? Like how did you get into the industry and how did you end up where you are now?
Well, I'm about 67 semesters from being a doctor, and I gave up on that. And then I tried some football in college a little bit, partied, didn't go to class. So a pretty pretty rowdy, definitely a rowdy dude. Wanted to be a gangster, and not like a LA gangster, like like mafios. My dad, he was connected in the 70s and 80s, and they actually thought Jimmy Hoffa got on his airplane but didn't get off of it in Detroit. So just a neat thing. But anyway, I hung out with my dad. Always told me the only way to keep a secret between three people is two of them got to be dead. So that's the way I was raised up. I I had no interest in going glass when I graduated. You know, quarterback, point guard, pitcher, all that. Always had a successful career up to graduate and finding out, hey, this is the real world. You know, time to get a job. School wasn't for me. So it was either jail, get dying, or going to in the trades. So my cousin told me to get my ass down to Texas, to Dallas. He was a glazier. Several of our uncles were glaziers. I didn't know what the hell that even was. So I go down to Texas, and he puts me in this trailer, and I'm talking out in the middle of nowhere in Texas, and it's January. I can see the ground and the stars in this trailer. It's negative. It's 20 degrees. It's tough love. It's time to grow up, and they were, no mercy, no fucks given. you're either gonna live or die right here. So started doing glass about '05, and just couldn't shake it. That's all I've ever done.
Wow. That is that is a wild intro. Ty, you're by far one of a kind for sure. I can't even tell if this is a bit or if this is really you, but either way, I love it. Can you
Well,
tell
you know,
can you tell us how you go about advertising and marketing to get new leads in your business currently?
I don't. Um, I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't advertise shit. We just do some crazy stuff and take some pictures and videos while we're doing it, and then flash some glass pictures. We're installing, and all my stuff comes really from a lot of people that know me a long time, that know that I know what the hell I'm doing. Gonna make sure that if you partner with me on an install, I'm not gonna let you fail. I'm not let the GC get on you. Just it's a team effort. So you let me install for you. I'm gonna make sure that you know we stand up to our reputation.
You know what? You remind me of so when I was like 16 years old, I was worked at a glass shop for a couple years already. And so my boss, his name was Dan, and he was very much like you. And so like he would like train us. So we would go out and like party like all fucking night, drinking, you know,
I used to smoke pot
doing
with Dan.
things, and then we'd have to go to fucking work the next day, and that was like boot camp for us. And so if we can survive that and not call in, then we were officially called Glaziers.
Oh yeah, Glazers, man. There's a shirt or this thing out there. Glazers most skilled can outdrink all trades. Absolutely true, for sure. For sure. You don't want to fight a Glazer either. So,
Why is that?
God. Well, I mean, we're picking up glass all day. You gotta be slightly crazy to hang off a building, and a little stupid also to do what we do. That's a bad combination. So and we can drink with the best of them.
Lost it for a second.
Well, my phone never stops ringing. Never. I'm sure you
That's
guys know.
that's a good problem to have, sir.
It's fucking annoying.
So,
Let
what parts or how far does your reach expand? Like, where all do you provide your services?
Well, as far as like turnkey shit, where you'll send me shop drawings and I'll give you a price to install everything. We try to stick around Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, kind of that little radius there where I can make sure I manage, show up on site, QC, really give it the touch. But it's the hourly shit, the staffing part of it. We've gone from California to Wisconsin, all the way to Florida, so nationwide. But man, I really don't like that shit. We do it, and it's needed, but I fucking hate it.
So wait, your crew will travel from your home. You said you're where in Tulsa?
Yeah.
So you're in Tulsa, but if you got a curtain wall job in Dubuque, Iowa, you'll take a team from Tulsa there, or will you commission a team from that area and you go up and manage them?
Depends on what they want. If the company wants to send me shop drawings and all that shit, and me to give a price to do it, then you'll see me on site. You'll see a whole different set of guys on site. There's a big difference. But if somebody just calls me up there and they're like, "Hey, I need 4 guys," and they usually call me at fucking 5 o'clock and say I need them there tomorrow at 7, like I'm some kind of magician. that's different, man. I mean, anybody sitting there telling you that they have vetted, know all the guys, like they're lying. That's bullshit.
Who would say something like that?
Well, hey man, no comment.
Okay. Okay.
Lots of people.
Oh man.
Lots
Seems
of
like it seems like you're thinking about somebody in particular.
No, man, there's actually a lot of them, and they all say the same shit, sing and dance the same tune. I don't. I mean, I tell everybody that meets me, knows me out the gate, that hourly shit, send me some guys over here, like, okay, man, we can find guys and we have over 500 on our roster. But I can't help it if dude went out that night, and got himself caught up with the paddy wagon for drinking, and it just, man, I hate putting my name on that. A lot of people, because I think I'm the best Oklahoma that ever came out of Tulsa, best glazer anyway. So we have a lot of pride in what we do. But I have a lot of guys working all over the country under the window outfitters flag. We're gonna hold them responsible and to a higher standard. But do I know all of them? Hell no. If they work under us, well, you better produce. You better show up. You better have your tools. You better do it right. We're not gonna tolerate nothing. So that's how we make it right. But dog shit falls through the cracks. So,
How big is your outfit? How like can you share any of your numbers? Like what did you do last year in sales?
well, you a cop? Fucking trying to tip the IRS off? No, man. I worked in the field, check to check, up to 4 years ago. Out the gate, up to now, we're eight digits in, in labor, you know.
Oh shit. Okay.
So, you know, it was a big change. I've learned a lot of shit. I've learned how not to do a lot of shit.
Can can you share one of your experiences that went wrong that you learned from?
Like, what do you mean?
Like like for instance, today I got my balls kicked in. I took a job 4 months ago when I probably was a little low on opportunities, and I begrudgingly took a job that I normally would never take. And during the install today, I was quickly reminded why we don't take these type of jobs, and I fucking took a haircut. Um,
Okay, yeah, there's definitely plenty of those.
Give us a good one, a memorable one.
Oh shit. Okay. On the sales side, or well, like I said, I mean, I get that call at 5 needing manpower, all the time. The next day, quickly, lots, different places. Hell, in places that don't even have hotels and shit. People. So that happens to me a lot. I spend a lot of time on that, but without giving too much information, we're doing a job up, a big job. It's several buildings, multi-storied. They use a scan to scan the building for sizes. This company came in and scanned the building. And this shit ton of, you know, 15-foot wide, 10-foot tall punched openings, hundreds of them. That scan, I told him out the gate, like, hey man, I don't know about this scan shit. You let me come in and measure them, hand. each one, and it's fucking biting them in the ass for sure. Um, Nothing, it's, luckily I'm not, it wasn't like a contract thing with me. I tried to buy the job, but they wanted to run it a different way. But that one, that's a big thing right now. You know, this scan stuff going on in these big buildings. I don't know if anybody's experienced that, but
Is it like the FlexiJet software? Do you know, or like the point laser?
uh, without saying too much, just I there's obviously guys, there's only so much we can say on stuff like that, but just I would say that was a big one here recent, where they measured, like I said, scanned the building, and a fuck ton of them ain't coming out the way they're supposed to come out. So,
That sucks. Like too tight or too loose or both.
well, only the one, the too tight's usually the the big problem, So,
So I had a
I mean, I got a
question.
lot of stories, man. I just, I can't incriminate myself.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us a story about how you were involved
Yeah.
in a police pursuit? A video that I was sent to me.
Well, the cops actually gave me an award for that one, so I
Oh
can't.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what Andrew Herring said.
Yeah. Well, so I'm getting out of I'm coming off a job in downtown Tulsa at lunch, and I see a guy getting questioned by the cops, and drive by. I see him take off. I'm like, oh, brave. I like it. And I keep going. I'm like, man, he's coming this way. And I'm rooting for the guy. Actually, I do support. I mean, I support the police and all that. So, but I'm like, man, make him work for it. So he gets to coming my way, and I'm like, he's gonna come right down this sidewalk. I'm like, I've got this all day. I can cover that. And as soon as he gets close enough, man, I'm like, here I go. I wasn't thinking really, but after it all happened, I was like, man, I'm about to get arrested too for bulldogging this dude to the ground. I was gonna spear him over that, like there was a fence there. I was gonna take him over it, but I was like, I can't hurt the guy or I'd be in deep shit. So, how often do you get that opportunity?
So I think the guy was pulled over and he didn't take off in his car. He ran.
Yeah, he
And
ran.
you were in a car or you were walking?
I was in my truck driving down the road from a job site going to lunch. And like I said, the guy was standing there and took off. So, you know, hey man, I don't know. I've ran from the cops myself, back in the day. But, I mean, hey, you, when that opportunity comes by, you got to take it.
Sometimes it's hard to stop the human nature principles inside you just kick in and you just can't override it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man, I know, you're like a big Metallica fan, dude. I had some shit going on the radio driving. I was already pumped.
Oh yeah, game over. He's fucked. Seek and
yeah.
destroy.
Well, I'll send you
Yeah.
the video, and we'll do a little edit with this footage that we're taking now. But
There
now
really
now it
is a
makes
video.
sense. Yeah, that now it makes sense. The football origin story because it looked like the Water Boy, like boom, like Bobby Boucher.
For sure. Yeah. It was crazy. I got an award for it. Hell, I was on Inside Edition,
Are
Fox
you kidding
News.
me?
No, no, I didn't even want to tell them who I was. I was trying to leave. They're like, man, get that guy's name. And I'm like, shit, And then somebody called me up and they're like, hey, did you do this? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe, and they're, just started getting interviewed for it. So,
Ty, are you guys actively looking for more employees currently in your company?
Well, yes. I mean, we run subcontractors all over. Just the last couple days, you know, Nashville needing four, New Orleans needing eight, Ohio needing eight. I mean, there's a lot of people that need help. And we call them installers. We don't call them glaziers until they prove they're glaziers. Now, hey, we pay guys right. You can't lie on your form for a minute, but you can't hide. So we pay guys right. We're probably the only sub company in the country that pays overtime after 40. We take care of guys. We put our money where our mouth is. We invest in AGMT, certifications, training, stuff like that. But it's I'm a glazer and I run that thing like a superintendent. So if they don't make it on my crew, I don't expect them to make it on yours, and we don't keep dog shit around. So
Well said.
So what kind of jobs do you take on most of the time?
uh, it just depends. I'll hang a mirror for somebody, do a hack out, or we did a 31 story with my spider crane, my manipulator, our crew, hospitals, schools, churches, curtain wall, storefront, cassette wall, heavy wall. It don't matter. And we're looking at some other stuff. I mean, I would, if it's all right, giving a shout out to Simpas. I think me and Kevin Hardman are gonna hang out with them guys, look at their stuff. Very impressive people. So, we're looking into that in our area. So if you know who Kevin is, that dude can't even talk about the shit he puts in. So I got to give him a shout out while I'm on here, because he can't. Well,
I'm
Keith, hey man,
speechless.
hey Keith, I'm a big fan of yours. Hang on, I'm a big fan of you, man. Let me ask some fucking questions.
Oh,
Okay.
good. This
All
should
right,
be
man.
good.
So I mean, you're down there, and hey man, are you're like the Scarface of Florida on fucking glass, dude. I love your ass. Man, you've got me so many times when I thought I was gonna see something and it was you with a wig on or some shit. Hey man, you entertain the hell out of me, and I know that even as entertaining as you are and how much you bullshit, I know that if you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it, and it's gonna be quality. You know, Same thing with Brandon. I'm a big fan of you guys because I know you guys give a shit a lot. You're passionate about what you do. But I'm big fans of you guys, man. Like
Well,
you,
we appreciate
that's
that.
a yeah. You're Keith. You're running this. It's a big ass. That's a big ass plant, and all the stuff you guys do. I mean, can we? I want to know more, like about what you do as well. Like I see you doing this shit with making the glass, polishing the glass. Like you guys don't just get the handrail from other people. Y'all are in there manufacturing the glass and all that shit. And I love that you're setting people free that have looked at, you know, just fence posts and shit on their back. Looking at the ocean, the pool. Like you're making it sexy. We love sexy. We love sexy time. So I mean, like how many? That's a big place, right?
The manufacturing facility is about 69,000 square feet.
My favorite number.
I knew you loved it.
Really,
Yeah.
that's huge.
Yeah, we got two tempering ovens. We got a autoclave. We got 4 polish machines, 4 water jets, 2 CNCs.
That's crazy. I mean, and I see y'all out there. You guys don't give a shit. You're getting it put in, whatever it takes. Taking on nice jobs. They look good. I didn't know you guys mean, like man, y'all sell to other people as well.
Yeah. So our parent companies, we started as My Shower Door, and after we got the 4th location, we said, it's time to go vertical, and we started the manufacturing. But we didn't start the manufacturing to sell to other people. But coincidentally, when we were shopping the machines, all the reps for these machines just felt necessary. Well, just so you know, when you buy this machine, you plug it in, other people are going to be calling to buy you glass. Like, listen, that's not why we're buying it. We're buying it to make our own shit. But they kept saying it, kept saying it. Son of a bitch. As soon as the oven got plugged in, phones started ringing. Like we never even tried to sell to anyone else other than ourselves. And now, if you look at all the manufacturing that we're doing on a weekly basis or monthly basis, rather, My Shower Door and My Architectural Glass is only about 40% of our capacity. So 60% of the glass, out of all the glass that we make, 60% of it is really to our competition or other glass people that, they might do something that we don't do, whether it's
Hey,
storefront or,
that's
you know,
badass, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I love that shit.
yeah. You have to
Brandon,
come
you
down and
got
get a tour.
yeah. Hey man, I've been waiting. I've been waiting a long time, dude. It's hard to get on your radar. I'm glad I finally did. But yeah, you invite me down there, man. I'll climb in your window at 2 in the morning.
All right. Can't wait.
Brandon, you got it. Hey man, I like that. So the systems y'all are putting in. A lot of people don't like mutton bars, but in the offices, I think they look good. The
Yeah,
black or the
it's like
red. I
it's
like
like a
that.
design trend. It's like a design trend that became popular, and I just took it upon myself to start experimenting with like different ways to accomplish it by just simply caring about the design, right? So I thoroughly enjoy designing glass systems that are perfectly symmetrical in all ways, and like using like putting the seams where it matters, putting the handle in the center, just making it as balanced as possible because it gives me an excuse to jump onto Shaper 3D, which is what I use, the 3D modeling software that I use. So it's like something different than what we normally do, which is typically shower doors and mirrors. So it's like exciting for me to work on, kind of like a curved glass railing or something really sexy, you know. So yeah, I really enjoy using those, and I have like a stronghold on all the custom builders here in my town, and like they all the designers work for the same builders, and so I worked for all the designers. And like when one designer comes up with something cool, I'll figure it out for them. But then I kind of steal their design. Sorry, designers. I kind of like pass it on to the next one. And they're like, oh, that's a great idea. And then it just like starts spreading like wildfire. That's why you see a lot of my grid systems look identical because I designed it like that. One designer over here and somebody else over here wanted that because of Instagram and social media. And so I had a question for you really quickly. We talked briefly, but what social media platforms do you use?
The only thing I have is LinkedIn. I don't have TikTok, Facebook, uh, Instagram, any of that shit. I don't have any of them. All I have is LinkedIn.
MySpace.
No,
I
OnlyFans?
can wait, hold on. This is just wild. Anybody who's watched this episode for the first 28 minutes so far, there's no way not one person that's watching this would say, okay, Ty only has one social media platform. Which one is it? It's LinkedIn. No fucking way.
yeah, man, I
No
don't have
way.
any of them. I only have one, and I really
That's
only do
awesome.
that to communicate with my buddies. Um, yeah. I mean, pretty much my whole life, never had social media. I seen it. I'm like, I don't give a shit what you're having for
Dude,
breakfast, bro.
so I
You
really
know,
enjoy your LinkedIn content, by the way. Bravo on everything that you do. And we met in Orlando, was it last year? and you gave me props on the stuff that I'm making, and I'm like, dude, I love this video, and you're like, I got that idea from you. So it's almost like we almost know each other because we kind of watch each other's contents, and it makes a difference. But I remember you said you were going to, or maybe you did already. You bought the Ray-Ban Meta glasses.
Yeah, I did.
How
Yeah,
do you like those?
I love them. I've let some of the guys wear them. I wore them out today on the Michigan job. Just there's a lot that is going on that you see that you're not processing. So it helps you kind of go back when you watch the footage. It's a tool. When I'm measuring, when I see fucking people shit leaned up on the curtain wall, when I see guys holding the doors open with wood, I mean, I get it all. I get it all. I get the content in the porta johns. You know how political it is in there. You know, I get it
Okay,
all.
come on, we got to break that down. Tell us the
No, no
best.
way.
Yes, yes. I read, I read one the other day that said, while sitting on the while sitting on the pooper, I gave birth to a brand new state trooper.
Yeah, man. Man, that's a off the camera conversation there.
Uh,
Yeah, very political in there.
okay.
Can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret? So back in the day when I was in the Portage on a lot, I don't go to commercial sites so
A
often these days.
lot.
But anyway, so this was like my thing. I would get my Sharpie, and I get my middle finger like this, and I would like trace it like that
Oh
every single
yeah.
time. And then I would like draw my draw the lines in so it looks like nice, because I'm kind of an artist. And that was like my signature. So if you ever seen that, it was probably me.
Well, I have, and you're a dirty son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
there's
shit!
yeah. I mean that's elementary in the Porta Johns.
I like it. It's nostalgic. I like it, Brando.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, yeah. Can't even say.
It's much better than wieners, right? That's what everybody else draws in
Sometimes,
there.
Ty, have you landed any work off of LinkedIn by any chance?
sure. Hell yeah. Yeah, but man, luckily all the people that I do business with are like down to earth. Um, you know, just know what's going on, common sense. Hey, you do this. This is your job. This is my job. You do that. I do this. There's no problem. Real common sense shit, respectful shit. Own your fucking mistake. You know, own it and have a good time making it right because hey, I don't like making mistakes. Not saying we haven't, they're few and far between. But when I do, I mean, I almost have a good time correcting it out of my own pocket, my own dime, whatever, just to show them that hey, we're in it with you. I'm not. You call me, I'll get back to back with you in the alley. Whatever. I'll help you bury a body at 2 in the morning. What do you need me to do? I'm gonna make you money. I'm gonna make sure that whoever's doing shit with me is getting taken care of. So
Sound like a very honest and reputable guy.
well, I mean, I want you to call me again. Like yeah, I'm not a one and done. Hey, Ty'll make you money if you call him. I'll help you with anything. Anybody can holler at me. I don't give a shit, man. I treat the custodian just like the CEO. You see this shit. Man. Everybody's got my respect, and out the gate, it's up. It's until somebody does something stupid. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to treat everybody the same way I want to be treated until you give me a reason not to.
Hey, can you shed some light on the conversation you and I had a couple weeks ago about Ted Baumgartner and his company and how that's helped you?
Absolutely. Ted, he's a solid dude. I didn't really know the guy. I was a fan of his. He was in the military, and I have tons of respect for those dudes that do that. And in military in the glass, all right. Now I really like you, and then in the military glass, and smart, stand up guy, willing to help anybody that gives him a call, as well. Like, we're buds. That's cut from the same cloth. You know, um, we I was getting so busy because I'm always out in the field. Like, right now, just I travel a lot, and I hate traveling, but I do. I can't get to every job we want to estimate and bid, so I depend on Joaquin and Ted's team at Guthrie AI to help me get a bid out on a job and know that they're not gonna miss shit. They break it all out. I mean, it's pretty neat. I mean, AI technology. I okay. AI is coming for jobs. Okay, estimators. It's the software and the tool is there for you. Okay, I don't want anybody getting their job taken by AI. Because I'm gonna John Connor every one of them soon. When that happens. Uh, but so we needed those guys, and they help us. The jobs we're doing right now, they helped us estimate. Just with Ted, first second quarter, they helped us estimate $4 or $5 million worth of work.
Oh fuck.
Well, just two, three, four good jobs, that they help, good size, that's small fries in the. It's good for me, man. Oklahoma country boy, but that's not what we make. But hey, they've helped us bid those projects worth that much in labor that we're doing now. So we're constantly sending Ted and his team jobs for us to estimate and help on because we like to have two sets of eyes on each project. My team and me, did we miss something? So between him and me having 4 8 eyes on the project, we don't miss shit. And him and my numbers have been real close, not far off. So, I feel good when me and him we pick that middle number and we turn it in. We've won projects and we've done good. Customers happy, we're happy, everybody's fucking happy.
That's incredible. So I actually work with Ted. We make some content together. It's kind of a small world. We all cross paths, and like to hear you say
No,
that,
I
just
saw it.
it's
I sat
beautiful,
in
man.
my
It's beautiful.
beanbag and watched it with some Cheetos naked.
Oh
Yeah, it was.
man,
I saw your shit. I liked it. You guys. Hey man, you guys bring good dudes on, man. We like to hear this stuff. So
yeah, yeah. Ted's a good dude, and I told him too. I told him specifically, like, dude, the fact that you're a Marine, the fact that you're in glazing, and the fact that you also have the Ivy League credentials, like all those things together, like there's literally no one else that has all those qualities. Like that's what you stand out with. And it's exactly what you just said. So that's I love that. We're definitely gonna clip that out for Ted as well.
sure, if I was a chick, I'd bang him. Smart guy. Smart
Yeah,
guy.
definitely.
He's tall as hell too.
Yeah, he
I didn't know.
is.
I didn't know he was so tall. I was walking through the BDC and I don't Nashville or somewhere. I was like, gosh damn, look at that dude. He's fucking tall as hell. I was like, oh, that's Ted. You know,
Big boy.
he is.
What, Ty? What's the rest of the evening look like for you this evening?
Man, I get to go home tomorrow. Not a whole lot. I already went to the Texas Roadhouse by the hotel here. Had a steak, potato, and martini, and about 4 beers. 4 of these 2.
Okay,
I
little
get nervous, man,
nightcapper.
on the podcast, and I don't have anything else to do. And I actually don't ever drink by myself, but that's why I got these glasses on because I'm invisible. You ever seen
Well,
Big
we'll
Daddy?
definitely share some wine at Glass Build. You go into Glass Build in Vegas.
We are going to Glass Build in Vegas, but as soon as we get there, man, I'm gonna try to get the hell out of that city and do some. They got the sand dunes and shit out there. We're gonna try to get into some side by sides and terrace around the desert.
Well,
I'm
dude,
gonna
let me
go to the
know because that sounds
show.
cool.
Bring your ass, motherfucker. I I don't want to set in Vegas. I'll get in trouble. So I'm gonna go to the show and get the hell out. I can't set in Vegas. It's not for me. It is for me, but it's not.
Yeah, we're picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. Well,
So, Ty, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
shit. Hopefully in the Broken Bow Mountains in a cabin with no reception.
That sounds like a
No.
good goal.
Yeah, I want to be out in the mountains. My kids are graduating, gone, and I just got mama out there in some overalls, playing some shit, getting on the boat, playing some golf. Can't hear nobody. My phone don't ring. I gotta go into town to get service. That would be perfect.
Like Walter
I
White,
agree.
you got to go
Yeah.
to the bar to call out.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, man, But if and until then, man, I'll keep putting big glass walls in.
Right on.
That's cool.
I gotta,
So,
I got a talent for that.
yeah. So I was going to ask you. So I was just curious because it seems like an incredible feat. Like how do you like manage like so many guys? Like how did you develop that skill? Because I only managed like 18 people, and that's a nightmare. Like, and you sometimes manage hundreds of people, right?
I thought you'd never ask, man. It's everybody knows that manpower is a bitch. Dude, manpower sucks. Everybody. I mean, it's HR. A field superintendent. God, man, the shit they go through, and that's how I run this, and that's what I did for the better part of my glazing career, working for somebody else. Was being a field soup, dealing with everybody, dealing with the schedule, dealing with the fabs, just all that, and everybody's personality, whose wife's pissed off at him at home, whose light bill ain't paid, all that shit, man. But my wife will tell you that my phone never stopped ringing because if somebody needed anything or needed help, they would call me. Now I might get in your ass for being late or doing wrong, but I'll hand you $100 at the end of the day. Make sure your electric's on. That's just the kind of guy I was. But manpower is a beast. Everybody needs help, and everybody's man. Well, I could go all night, but everybody's like, man, the glass industry, this, the glass industry, that. We're doing this, we're doing that, but and everybody's posting pictures of glass and all the shit they're doing and all that. But the dude that is putting it in and actually making it happen, what do you know about him? You know, when the guy that just went and put that handrail or that curtain wall in for you, yeah, he's there from 7 to 5:30, doing a great job, and you're paying him. But that guy that's actually making your business run and them checks come in, is he got food on his plate? Is his lights on? Does he got gas in his car? Is his kid's braces paid for? Does his kid need soccer shoes? Is that taken care of? If you aren't making sure that's happening, then it's and you're telling yourself that we can't find how, like, it's almost go fuck yourself for me. So if you're paying a glazier in any part of the country with 4 or 5 years at least of experience, $20 an hour, go fuck yourself. Um, you know, I'm just it's we have this labor shortage. And I hope my mom doesn't see this. I don't usually cuss this much, but man, I care, man. I get in the trenches with these guys, and I'm out. I've hung off buildings and set the glass till I had to have back surgery, and man, I've been in the fights on the roofs and you know, I've been in it with all these guys for 20 years. We've all put our money together to buy. What do you got in your pocket? We've all put our money together at lunch to buy, a bag of burgers at Brahms or McDonald's. Um, I lived in a tent when I was 22, 23 when '08 hit, and there was no work in Texas, and we went to Oklahoma, and 2 weeks I lived in a tent, just waiting on my first check, with my pregnant wife, literally stealing food from the grocery store. Now I could have called mom and dad, but I had too much pride. But yeah, I literally stole hot dogs before, to feed my pregnant wife while I was waiting on a check, living in a tent, waiting, having to go from Oklahoma, Texas to Oklahoma. This thing, and I care about Glazers. I guarantee you, man, that we take care of the guys that work with us more than most. So I mean, big conversation I just had this weekend with good friends of mine, Brandon and Tyler, drafting marketplace, Kevin. It's just we've pounded college down all these kids' throats for so long that trades fell behind. But man, when the gosh dang gas station attendant at QT is getting paid what a glazer makes, what's the point? So if you're not laying out a long term plan, if you're not showing somebody, hey, come work for me, I'm gonna start you off at a livable wage. I'm gonna make sure that I pay you enough that your electric bill, your phone bill, your car insurance, your gas payment, your rent. I'm gonna make sure that when you're working for me, your basic bills are paid, and hopefully a little more. But you stay working for me and learn this trade and stay in it. In 4 years, you're gonna be making this, with this, and this. These, but right now, man, it's just, hey, come fill out an app. We'll give you as little as possible, and and we'll 50 cent dollar you every year. That's if you give somebody $1 raise after taxes and all that bullshit, you're really giving them about $30. Like, that's really gonna make a damn difference in somebody's life. So I would rather people just stop for a second and look at the real story down at the bottom, what's going on with people. What those people that are actually making it happen, you know, invest in them and start paying attention to them more, you know. Or if you can't find help and you're paying $20 an hour for a glazier, it's your own fucking fault. I don't want to hear it.
That was perfect. I think that answers my question very thoroughly because it falls right in line with the way that I was brought up in the industry. And I started when I was 14, right? It was exactly like that. And we try to do exactly the same thing for our guys down here. Is that a similar kind of story with yours, Keith?
Absolutely. Top tier. There's a reason why we're the most expensive in the area is because
Uh-huh.
we have hardly any turnovers because we pay the most.
That's right, man. If the dudes that are out there putting it in for you are going home happy because their bills are paid, and I'm just talking about their basic bills, and they know that, hey, man, in 2 more years working for my shower glass, well, fuck, I'm gonna be right here, man. I'm gonna be able to do this and this. I'm working towards something. You can't, man. People are making it makes me sick. Makes me want to slap people. I'm a big Jesus believer, but I'll still knock somebody the fuck out. Don't, don't fucking cry that you can't find any help and shit get stuff done when you're trying to pay people less than Walmart. And we're the most skilled trade, hardest working trade. We fell behind. It's time for people to wake up. So,
I don't clip well.
Oh, yeah. I actually went to college when I was an installer, when I was a glazier, helper, whatever you want to call it. I went and got a associate's degree in electrical engineering. And the reason I did it is because I was young. I was like real young, not making a lot, but I've already been doing it for 5 years or so. But I was like real young. So one day I got picked to go work on a government wages. What is it called? The Davis Bacon job. And then like my income just skyrocketed. And I was like, holy shit. I had no clue that this kind of money could be made. Like I'd like to make this much money all the time. So I almost immediately went and enrolled and got my degree and I did all the things. But in the end, I'm still here because the owner of that company at the time, he was like, all right, so you're going in two directions. I'm going to convince you to stay on this direction because I think that it's going to be worth more than that one. And fuck, he was right. Like look at all these fools with college degrees, man. It doesn't mean anything anymore in today's world.
well, they're just getting scammed, and they think that most of these kids just, watching hell anything just from movies. The picture, the painting we've portrayed, to our youth. That, hey, if you don't go in here and you don't go find yourself in college and spend, and do that, and just you're missing out, on shit as well. Don't get me wrong, like college has its uses for sure, but we're in the glass industry. Um, if you want to promote and highlight your company to interest young people in a long term career in your working for you, then you need to lay out a long term career like a degree would. Like, hey, you come start with us. This you get this, and move to that. And that's what companies don't do. And so you've got, and man, and I'm pretty public and transparent. So you got the Latino community that do 80-90% of the construction, and they're good people and they work hard and they're friends of mine. And unfortunately, they've been attacked as well here, Now, hey, don't get me wrong, man. I'm pro American, pro veteran, pro police. You know, pro America. Getting taxed less. You know, I voted the way I voted. I don't like to get into all that, but like, man, don't forget about the dude that's out there in the 101-degree heat, making sure that money that check that you want from the GC's coming. Don't forget about that dude. Better, why don't you stand up for that guy? You know, and a lot of people didn't. You know, I I did. I got ridiculed for it, but just those are the people that matter. You can have your fucking corporate meeting and you can have your pizza parties and all that, but if those, like I said, if those people are not making ends meet and getting by, then you need to rethink what the hell you're doing.
All right. Well, I
It's
have.
deep shit, bro. Deep shit.
No, it is deep shit, and I understand all of it completely, right? Because I lived the life just like you did. I chose kind of the sales and design and marketing path. A lot of my buddies are still on the purely glazing and heavy glass path, but at the end of the day, it's all the same thing, man. We're all in this trade, all making it happen together. We all have our part, and so long as we do our parts well, we're gonna keep it going strong forever.
Well, yeah. Um, you better lay it all out for people, or not, give me a fucking call, whatever.
Well, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to call you. Hopefully, you'll start me off a little more than minimum wage.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't want to hire people in at what they're supposed to get, but then you call somebody like me, well, you're not getting any break with me because I'm paying the guys what they're supposed to get and all the insurance
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I found to be the case, and we're gonna have to land the plane soon here because we're almost approaching an hour. But like the way that we like to approach it
What?
is, we have our like in-house installers, and we like to hire them like real young, like barely driving, and like start them off in the shop, right, receiving glass, double checking measurements, learning the hardware, cutting glass, doing shop stuff, and then eventually they get to go out and be like a helper, right, and then eventually they get to become a lead, and then eventually they get their own truck, and then eventually if they do that good enough they become a templater and measuring ordering glass, and if they hate people they can just keep doing that, or if they want to learn about sales then they can go in that path and basically do what I do, right? That's kind of like the long-term plan that we lay out. But is that how you guys do it, Keith?
Absolutely. Promote within.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we call them gazers the first year. What I mean by that, not like gazer like, hey man, they're gonna stand there and they're gonna watch. They're
Gazer.
gazing, they're gazers, man. Them first year guys, yeah, whatever. There's some hate. It's a fucking trade. Yeah, they're gazing, they're watching and shit. And then the second year, they're grazing. They're grazers. They're putting their hands on shit. They're doing things. Until they're grazing around until they finally turn into glazers. But to be a glazer, man. There's a lot to it, man. There's a lot to
Ga-
be said. We didn't even.
Gazer to grazer to glazer.
Yeah.
Man, we're gonna have to get a t-shirt with that on there. All
Absolutely.
Well, all right. Well, there's another hour right there. So
right,
anyway, you
next
gotta get in
time.
bed. You gotta get in bed, motherfucker.
No, but not
I
my
do.
wifey. Keith does. What time is it for you, Keith?
7:30.
No, I actually have to get back to my buddy Ted. He's texting me.
Okay.
I'm going to tell him about this conversation. He's going to love that.
Go for
Make
it.
sure
All
to
right,
send me
man.
that
Well,
video of him, that police chase. I got to see that.
Oh yeah, put it in the group text. So that's this episode of Glass GPT. Crystal clear vision of what it's like doing field work with our buddy Ty and Keith. And we're definitely gonna do this again. With that said, thank you for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, and we'll catch you later. Peace.